Good morning. What's happening, people? Big Boy Season episode 2. It's Lee Raw. Just landed from Cos this morning. Bit of a different episode today. Obviously, I want you guys to take as much away from these episodes and series as you possibly can. So today we're not going to be doing any training for myself, but we're going to get an insight into me PTing some of my clients, and also one of my clients in particular, Kaya, who's competing this weekend. We're going to go through some peak week protocols as well. So how we're going to carve them up, the approach we take for training for the last couple of days, and also we're going to run through some posing as well. So for everyone watching, you're going to pick up some neat little tricks if you're looking to compete, or if you've competed before, just to sort of up your game and get the most out of it. So let's rock and roll. Come on, good boy.
How's it going?
I'm good. Say hello to the Big Boy series.
How we going?
Yeah. Connor's one of my Raw coaching clients, getting his cardio in. I love this. I didn't even know he was going to be here, so PT client number 1 is done. We're going to head over to Rip Gym now. We're going to take my client Kaya through his last depletion workout before he competes on Sunday for PCA. See you there. So, as expected, Kaya, the little shit, is late by 15 minutes. So I'm going to get some food in now, and then we will beat the living shit out of him when he gets here. I think an important note to make, or point to make rather, with regards to Kaya and how we're sort of getting on. We'll go through some the approach that we're going to take with him over the next couple of days, but his prep has been very, very simple. He's only been prepping 6 weeks, so it was a rush. It wasn't a rush because he was in a good position. He looked after himself during lockdown, which I'm very, very happy about. But in terms of the approach that we took with him, it was very, very simple. Tapered his food down. I think we changed his food twice over the past 6-7 weeks, and his cardio's gradually increased. But he's had a lovely time. Plenty of food, and his performance has skyrocketed from there. So we're going to wait until he gets here. I'll let you tell him a bit more about what he's doing, or what he has done over the past 6-7 weeks. But yeah, all very, very good stuff, apart from the fact that he's late, little shit. So whilst we're waiting for numbnuts, we'll talk about what we're going to be doing with him today. Obviously it's Thursday now, so this is going to be his last training session of the week, last cardio session today as well. This week, the approach we've taken in terms of training, nothing has changed up until last night. Last night he did a full upper body workout, or depletion workout. Today we're going to do the same. Cardio's gone from an hour, and then we tapered it down yesterday to 45, and then today is half an hour, and then he's going to be done. In terms of training technique, style and approach for today, it's almost like a bit of a circuit workout. We're going to do 2 exercises on each upper body part, so back, chest, shoulders, bis and tris, and we're going to be looking at between sort of 15 and 20 reps. How we're going to do that, we're going to start with the biggest muscle first. So we're going to go back, chest, shoulders, tris, bis, and then we're going to go back round again. We're going to be looking between 2 and 3 sets on each muscle part, 15 to 20 reps. What I do like to do, and what I wrote him out yesterday, was 10 squeeze reps and then 10 pump reps, really driving that blood and glycogen into the muscle. Obviously the idea is we're depleting the muscle cells in particular or directly, but we do want the blood going into shuttling nutrients that he is currently taking on into the muscle. And you'll see him, like, he's looking dry. I haven't seen him in a week in person, but the check-in photos he's sending are absolutely disgusting. He is healed. So it's we won't be changing anything in particular. I think that's something most importantly that a lot of people get wrong. If they prep for 10, 12, 15, 20 weeks, they'll do the same thing day in, day out for the whole of their prep, and then in peak week they'll change everything, which is ridiculous, because if it's worked for 15 to 20 weeks, why would you change it in the last week? So for Kaya, he's done a couple of peak weeks on his own. He's obviously done a couple of preps on his own as well, and this time I had to sort of manage his expectations and explain to him that he isn't going to be having a Domino's pizza the night before his show, because he hasn't eaten it for the whole of prep. His carb up is going to be very boring. Peak week is the most boring week of your whole prep, because nothing changes. You've got to sit down, you've got to let your body do the work, you've got to rest, and that's something that I think a lot of people sort of get wrong in those final couple of days, which is why their physiques don't peak the way that they would expect. And they'll always come out and say, oh well, I look better a week out from my show, because in the last week you completely changed everything that you've done. Every single variable that you'd had locked in for 10 to 12, 15 weeks, you changed in your last week. So that last week you actually ended up looking worse than better, or even maintain that current physique. And if you're not ready a week out, 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, then you've got to really look at your approach. But that's what we're going to do with him today. When he gets here, I'm going to put him through his workout. I'm going to drill him on his posing, because I wasn't particularly happy with his check-in last night. I'm getting attacked by a fucking daddy long legs. There you go. I really want to see some conviction in his posing, so we're going to drill him on that as well. And yeah, we're going to get at it when he finally gets here. This is the sort of shit I've got to deal with. You would have thought that being late would mean, so look, he's put in the Bring the Heat hoodie on now, just to get my good books again. You would have thought that being late he would turn up dressed appropriately, ready to go, but no, he's put his nappy on. Are you ready? Yeah. Fucking boy. Alright, come on then, let's get it. Depletion session done for Kaya, as you can see from the videos, and as I said earlier, 2 exercises, each upper body part, so back, chest, shoulders, biceps and tries. We're going to be looking at around 2 to 3 sets, 15 to 20 reps, simple as that. Move the blood around, deplete the glycogen from the muscle, also shuttle some nutrients that he is still taking on board into the muscle. Make sure he's still fueled, because although he's on depletion sessions now, and he has been for the past 2 days. It's one of 2 that he's completed, or his second. He was still training full intensity at the beginning of the week, so we need to make sure those muscles are still repairing and being able to recover from those sessions. Really happy with how he looks. I haven't seen him in 5-6 days, I think up to a week now. He looks fucking crazy. We're not getting too confident. Obviously we know how these shows can go, and we know that people can turn up that you're not expecting to turn up, but he is on. Best he's ever looked. We're going to run through some posing with him now, making sure he's sharp, making sure he's stayed accountable to that part of his prep, because although dieting's important, training's important, doing your cardio is important, if you can't show that physique you've created, it's a waste of fucking time. So we're going to run through some posing, get him in his little party pants, and then go from there. Is a wrap with the Turkish delight. He obviously is what, 2 days out now?
3 days on stage Sunday.
3 days out on stage Sunday. So last depletion session today. We're going to be driving diuretics in from today as well. To be fair, looking at him, and as you can see from the footage today, like he's it's going to be a really easy process. Carb up's going to be really simple. We're going to be doing a full depletion day tomorrow, so no carbs, just making him ultra receptive for the carb up on Saturday. It's as simple as that. But this video has actually gone more from Big Boy Season Episode 2, insight into my off season, more of a promo video for Kaya, but fully an insight into what goes on in my day-to-day operation in terms of raw coaching, team bring the heat. Obviously we did a bit of PTing with Lee this morning, taking Kaya through his depletion session today, so really happy. He looks sick. We're going to go and get some food, rest up, and then show day Sunday. Stay tuned for the next episode.